Oh, man. Man. Snapped our little win streak we had going there. It's okay. We're not going to win every game, though. In a game where it didn't seem like anybody was going to be able to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo offensively or defensively, the Kings ended up losing by 15. 115 to 130 to the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee, which brings their record to 20-20. Yes, that's right. The Kings are currently 20-20. Exactly 500 at the moment, which plants them in 10th place. In that 10th place, they are currently in a play-in spot. They're 500, which ties them with the Spurs, who is 9th. Suns, I don't know what happened to the Suns. They are 19-20. And to get to a 6th spot, which is an actual playoff spot, the Kings are only 2 games behind. So they're right there. And I want to say thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Real quick, if you can, click that like button. If you're into Kings Talk, Kings News, NBA Talk, click that subscribe button. We come out with an episode the day after every game. So you're going to want to know about the next episode. Also, please share the content and make a comment. I would really appreciate it if you made a comment below. And I want to say welcome, YouTube, and to all my folks and you Kings fans. It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of the Kings Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
I love it.
Yeah, still Minions Cup. I wish I had some minions to help me do some of this video editing. And today is January 15th, 2025. Welcome to the new year. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me for a quick minute. And today is Wednesday.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
And it's a hump day Wednesday.
I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now,
Wednesday.
my name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee.
And my cup of Joe for today is I think we all knew the Kings weren't going to win forever. I mean, that was one of the biggest win streaks that they've had in like 20 years. I can't remember the exact date, but it's been a while since the Kings won 7 games in a row. So it was good to see. It was great to see the Kings get back into play-in playoff contention, back to more of a record that we thought they should have. I mean, 500 is okay, but I thought they were a better team than that. Yeah, the West Coast is Western Conference is a very hard division, but I still feel like the Kings should be a little bit higher up in this division with a little bit better ranking. You know, maybe their chemistry, they're finding their chemistry, finding their way, finding the team, and this is the first sign of them moving up the rankings and getting a lot more wins. And Doug Christie has this team turned around at the moment. They just need to continue. That's my cup of Joe. Black, 1 creamer. I'm going to give you guys some stats. Some quick stats. I'm going to do it as fast as I can so you guys don't tune out. So, as you can see in this game, the Milwaukee Bucks came off to a very quick, very hot start. The Kings matched them in the second quarter. 1 point over them in the third. And what just didn't get enough at the end to overtake that first quarter blitz that they had. And for the Bucks, their leading scorer was Giannis Antetokounmpo with the 33 big points. He had a triple-double on the night, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. Also, Damian Lillard with a big 24 points, and Brook Lopez with 21 big points. Also off the bench, AJ Green had 16, Ryan Rollins with 11. And the biggest assist getter was Giannis. Biggest rebounder was Giannis on the night for them. He basically did it all. Nobody was really able to stop him or get in front of him tonight. And for the Sacramento Kings, DeMar DeRozan with a big 28 points. De'Aaron Fox with 20. And Keon Ellis with a big 18 points on the night. Good to see him putting the ball in the bucket. Domantas Sabonis with 16. Almost had the triple-double. He did have 10 rebounds and 9 assists on the night. De'Aaron Fox with the big 11 rebounds. De'Aaron Fox was the highest rebounder of the night for the Kings. And off the bench, we had Herter with about 7 points. Nobody else was really able to contribute much. Devin Carter had 3. Team stats, they both shot similar. Kings 44%, Bucks closer to 50%. 3-pointers, the Bucks and Kings both hit 17 threes on the night, around the same percentage, upper 30s, 40%, which is not bad 3-point shooting for them on the night. For some reason, just the eye test, it just seemed like the Kings were, the Bucks were hitting. They were able to hit a lot of shots at the end of the game. It really felt like free throws. Kings 14, Bucks hit 15. Bucks were 83% of free throws for the night. Kings have 45 rebounds. Bucks had 52 rebounds on the night. Bucks 32 assists. Kings 25, and Bucks had 48 points in the paint to the Kings 36, which was probably the difference. 12 more points in the paint than the Kings. There's your difference right there. They lost by about 15 points. So I'm going to attribute it to the points in the paint and how Giannis Antetokounmpo was able to get to the basket and get to the bucket on drives and screens pretty much whenever he wanted to.
Yeah. Eye test.
We'll do a real quick eye test today. We'll do some of this first quarter.
Was a crazy day, man.
Now I'm going to show you a team that's super hot. 47 points in the first quarter. That's going to pretty much tell you what happened to the Kings. They were not able to overcome that big of a deficit out in Milwaukee versus Giannis and company. Just relentless drives to the basket without much resistance. Damian Lillard hitting his crazy step back shots. Just not good enough closeout defense at 3 right there. Great hit by Sabonis. We know Sabonis is going to be out there trying to pull him back. De'Aaron Fox with his much upgraded 3-point shot. And actually pull within one. Almost went up, but I want to say this was a wire-to-wire win for the Bucks. Their center is hitting shots like that from 3, you know. Lillard hitting every shot. Nobody on Brooks on the center. The center, Keon Ellis, was the closest guy to him. So, what I'm seeing is a lot of bad defense early on. Some very good shooting by the Bucks. And obviously nobody able to stop Antetokounmpo or give him any type of resistance. I would have liked to see Sabonis in that situation at least put his chest on him. Giannis just doing whatever he wants, spinning around Sabonis and dunking early on. And at this point, it went from a tied game to a 20-point deficit for the Kings. And like I said, they were not able to come back from that at all throughout this game. The Bucks kept up their shooting. and the Kings kept up their bad defense on the night. Bottom line,
The Kings morning after. Bottom line. Today's bottom line is,
and my bottom line for today is, I can't be mad at the Kings right now at the moment. They're coming off of a 7-game win streak, and they lost to one of the better teams in the league. The record is kind of similar. The Bucks are only 20-17, so I feel like the Kings shouldn't be that far off from the Bucks. And we all know this team won a championship not too long ago, so most of those guys that won are still there. So we know how good the Bucks are. I would like to see the Kings competed a little bit better, though, especially in that first half when it seemed like the Bucks were able to do whatever they wanted at any moment. But going forward, the Kings are going to have to play better defense throughout the game, not just at the end of games, but throughout the game. And, on the road, it is what it is. They scored 115 points, which on some nights is good enough to win these games. But they would have had to play a lot better defense and stop the Bucks, which is hard. Would have got like a Tentacumpo on the team. And that's my bottom line. Next up, Thursday, January 16th, which is tomorrow, the Kings will be facing off versus the Houston Rockets. And this is a good young upcoming team. Currently, the Rockets are in second place with a wonderful record of 26-12, which is good for 684 percentage. But they are still 6.5 games out of first place from the Thunder, who are killing it right now. But the Rockets are one of those very good young upcoming good teams that the Kings are going to have to deal with. They have a lot of quick players, and they got a lot of juice. So sometimes this is a team that the Kings have a hard time against. Young, quick teams, but the Kings are going to have to stay down and play some defense against these guys. And the Rockets are led by Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, Amin Thompson, Reed Shepard, Steven Adams, Fred Van Vliet, Dylan Brooks, Cam Whitmore, Tyree Eason, Jabari Smith, and they have Jeff Green as well, to name a few. Betting lines. And although the betting lines for the Kings aren't out yet, they won't come out until tomorrow or after midnight sometime or so, there are some other great bets you can do on here. These are some last-minute bets that are about to happen, a bunch of NCAA. They have the Boston Celtics versus Toronto, about to happen in 23 minutes. I like this site also because I usually bet boxing. It's a good site to use to bet boxing if you guys are fans of boxing. And also you can do parlay bets on here. A lot of people use Prize Picks nowadays. Prize Picks is not the only site with parlay bets, though. This site is very good with parlay bets. All you do is just pick the bets that you want. They also have all these traditional bets as well. Like tonight, they say the Celtics are going to win by 14. How do you feel about that? If you think the Raptors are going to win or lose less than 14, you would bet here. Dallas Mavericks versus the Pelicans is supposed to be a very close game. Who do you think is going to win this game? Whoever you think is going to win this game, you could probably bet that side and win that money here. They also have the straight money line bets and the over-unders. And every bet that you pick will just pile up over here on the right for you to do a parlay bet of whatever you want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, whatever you want to do. Just like Prize Picks. So if you want to do sports betting, I recommend using this site, BetUS, and there's a link to them down in the description. Use that link, it helps the channel. Appreciate you. And I got a question for you guys. How do you guys feel about the Kings at this point? Doug Christie is 7-2. Make a comment below. Let me know how you feel about the Kings. Are they going to be in the play-in? Do you think they're going to be in the playoffs? Do you think they're going to be out the playoffs? Make a comment below. Let me know. If you make a comment before I put the next video out, I'll put your comment in the next video, so there's a little incentive for you to make a comment. And also, as always, I ask that you guys, if you're watching this far, go ahead and please click that like button. I appreciate you. It helps out the channel. Also, subscribe if you're into Kings, Sacramento Kings news, anything Kings. Click that subscribe button. I review all the games the day after the game, so Get that review, get that analysis of the Kings. If you're like me, a Kings junkie, you just want to hear Kings talk at all times, I'm just another Kings talk, a Kings fan with a Kings channel. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make a comment. How am I doing? How are the Kings doing? How's the weather? Comment, let me know. And also, if you can, share the content. I'd appreciate it if you shared the content on any of your social medias. And I got a motivational quote for you guys today. All right, and this motivational quote is by George S. Patton, and it goes like this. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. A good plan violently executed now is better than the perfect plan executed next week. That makes a lot of sense to me. What that says is get started. Get started now. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be the perfect plan. The best thing is to just get started. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you joining me. I really appreciate you guys watching this far. Hopefully you got some Kings news out of me. Hopefully you got some good analytics, analysis, and all that. And I just want to say, go ahead and make sure you click that subscribe button so that you'll get a notification or at least a recommendation of the next episode when it comes out. Because you're going to want to see that analysis on the next episode of The Kings Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. Yeah, and I'm out. But before I go, check out these moves. It's good.